Yo, my fellow nerds, it's Ninja Dad, your favourite nerd here, coming at you today with, what is it, episode 8 now of our Horizon series. And in Forbidden West, we're getting ready to go to the Burning Shores. So today I've titled this Shredder Gauntlet and Clothes Maketh the Woman. While clothes absolutely do not maketh the man, they sure as hell make Aloy. Well, she gets upgraded in a lot of different ways with the different clothes, and it really, really pays to dress for the right occasion, so to speak. So let's have a look at the Ancestors Return in action. Let's not look too closely at my inability to hit my target or sometimes catch my throws, which is all very important for the higher end damage with Ancestors Return. But the fact of the matter is, shredders are so bloody cheap to use and so super effective that what does it matter if you miss your target a few times over if it's not going to get you killed? So we're going to have a look at a few different opponents and see how effective the Shredder Gauntlet is. It's become my go-to weapon, even more than the spin sword. We haven't given that one away completely, but you know, it's what it is, isn't it? Yeah, so take note of how I'm jumping and sliding around seeming like a total goof when I'm using the shredder. It is relevant to how particularly the Ancestors Return is best utilised, and we'll have a look at that shortly, and I'll show you just why I'm doing what I'm doing. But yep, it's the giant bat toasted. Boom, just like that. Ha! Right, moving on. Okay, so Tide Rippers. You know what? If you don't use a lightning attack on a Tide Ripper, what are you doing? These guys are super lightning weak, and well, you can shock the absolute shit out of them really quickly. You can use the lightning bow that you get from doing the Sunhawk mission with Chicken Kalana, but I have to say that's really expensive in like the volatile sludge and stuff. When I finally get around to making some more shredders, then you'll see just how cheap they are in comparison. There's next to nothing, and it just makes bloody good sense to, especially with the damage output and the control on the battlefield you get with the shock. It's just crazy. As you can see, you just see how many times I get this thing shocked and how fast it is. Absolutely crazy. Boom, and that's the Tide Ripper done. And I tell you what, it's so much safer facing a Tide Ripper that is shocked. It's not going to attack you when it's lying on the ground. So here, Ancestor's Return, you've got agility damage and concentration damage. So when you are either falling or sliding, so when you jump and you're falling back down to the ground, that takes the damage increase. So that's huge, absolutely massive. So if you don't have the room to slide, you can just stand there, jump, and activate your concentration before you jump, and you get that slow-mo, and you can throw it out nice and fast, fully drawn, and just release it before you hit the ground, and it does an absolute shit ton of damage. Especially if you can catch it and throw it out and hit the target again and again. That's really where the shredders, that's where they really shine. So yeah, let's look at the Behemoth Convoy and do the AP experience. So I'm running low health, which, man, that's so much safer against all these guys. It's just absolutely, there's just no competition between the builds. I've just so taken to the low health build. It is so good. Means you can take a hit like that, which would have just about killed me previously, and I don't have to take a potion. I don't have to get out of their way or anything like that. I just have to avoid getting hit too often. Man, that is such a difference in the battlefield situation against three shitheads like this that can absolutely rip you to pieces. Man, such a difference. And then when you get tanked by some other little shit that comes in on the side there, it's like, no big deal, just avoid getting hit too often. That's the truth, and hit your targets. that's the other thing. There's so many on the battlefield for me to hit, and I still manage to miss them. Bloody hell. Yeah, what I have noticed is one of the absolute keys to the real effective use of the Shredder Gauntlet, which absolutely plays right into one of the greatest strengths of the low health build, is keep moving. Don't just stand there like a dumbass. You're always on the move. You're always ducking and dodging and jumping, and it makes it a much harder target for your opponents to try and hit you. But also, it's really easy to, when you're doing that, to trigger your agility bonus. Especially when you keep flicking into the concentration. And as you see, you don't have to hold your concentration in for very long, and then it's usually back full by the time the shredder comes back to you. It's like, man, that's what we call low-hanging fruit. It really is. Especially when you get to either, like the Ancestor's Return has both shock and acid. They're the two strongest ones for the shredder anyway. So having them on one, it's like, well, yeah, absolutely. Getting into corroding state would, like, I don't know, the Apex Slaughter Spine. It's like, man, that thing's weak as hell to corrosion, and if you just pin it a few times with the corroding shredder, you just absolutely, like, you do a complete number on them. Absolutely. So yeah, that's the Behemoth Convoy, Apex ones, toasted. And that's me getting my Ravagers, my Apex Ravager hearts. Right, so yeah, let's look at the Slaughter Spine and how with the Sun Scourge, freezing bows, and I think what am I? This is the Delta sharp shot still. You can smoke the absolute shit out of these things in a real short space of time, just hitting your crits as well as you can, or your crit spots, and if you can stack your bow with crit chance, then you also get much higher chance for doing major damage far more regularly. It's a big damage difference on these guys. Shit, does a lot. Boom. Everything's just a bit toast already. Bang, you're dead. Sucked in. Just like that. And good measure. That's all. Right. And that's the Slaughter Spine. That's not an Apex one, it's just a standard one, but you can see how fast it is. So yeah, so we'll have a short break, obviously, from the Ancestors Return show. And go back to one of my old favourites, Mr. Knockdown himself, Spinfall. I want you to see just how bloody effective. That's one knockdown right there. Now I'm using the Tear Blast arrows, trying to get that bloody Storm Cannon. I haven't found a reliable way of taking the Storm Cannon without destroying it. So often, even when I'm using my Hunter bow, I often get that thing destroyed or lost, and as it gets blown off somewhere. It's like, oh crap. So the Tear Blast I found reliable for taking them off, and
machine can't move. I could grapple in for a big hit.
Especially if you've got them knocked down. Shit, what a difference that is. So that's not one of the knockdowns. I called that a shockdown. We're only counting the knockdowns from the Spinthorn in this particular part. Just to show you what I'm talking about here. So, oh crap. It's number 2. Just like that. And while it's down, you can really plant the damage on it. and it's much safer. This is a huge benefit from the Ancestors Return and Spinthorn, is keeping them in either a shocked or knocked down state as much as possible is just so much safer. There's just it's just crazy. And look, there you go, there's number 3, knocked down from mid-air. And there was no way I could hit him from up there. That's the damage over time that Spinthorn does. It's like, oh yeah, I'll take that, thanks for coming, see you, bye. So there you go, that's the 6th knockdown on one opponent. Holy shit, that thing's been on the ground almost as much as it's been in the air. Oh, what a difference that makes. So you're not getting chased around, getting zapped with the bloody lightning, or blown off your feet, or bloody dive bombed, or Christ knows what. These things are shit if you let them like get into their stride. And man, you've got to play your strengths to their weaknesses. There you go. It was almost a 7th knockdown. Far out. It's just crazy. Right, so let's go and take on an Apex Tremor Tusk, and instead of knockdowns, we'll do shock downs using Ancestors Return. So these things are weak as piss to lightning, and you think, man, that's just freaking awesome when I've got a super shredder that just can choose them right out. So it's already bloody almost completely shocked. There you go, there's the first shock already. And when they're shocked, those Tremor Tusks are sitting there as bloody just sticking out like dog's balls as beautiful targets just to smash the shit out of when they're not moving. It makes them way easier to target. If they're not swinging around, you're not going to miss it. Look at that, there's a second shock down already. But no. And boom. Sliding. That's another one off. Yeah. And because you're moving around so much, as I said before, in the behemoth form, it makes for a much harder target for your opponent to hit you. Yep. And 3, and boom, there's the next one off, and it's like, shit! These guys get absolutely freaking chewed out with the lightning. Ancestors Return. Well, that's the reason why we do the whole Wall of Relics, basically. So you go into those little like challenges, and someone gives you this. It's like, shit, yeah. What an awesome reward. It is probably one of the strongest and cheapest weapons to use. But you could use this all day. Technically, you could. And as you can see, the biggest, shittiest creatures that you often struggle with, Ancestors Return just absolutely chews the shit out of. And of course it does help with the gears that you put on.
Lucky find.
So right here, looks like a real decent and cheap method for farming. Especially Apex Tremor Tusks that are lightning weak and super rich for those Tremor Tusks and the Apex Tremor Tusk hearts. Booyah. Thanks for coming. See you, bye. Alright, so in the interest of dressing for success, the Osserum Artificer, which is another quest item that you get, that thing is absolute gold against melee opponents. So it's your warrior build, and of course I've got it in low health as well, because, you know, why wouldn't you? So yeah, when I go under half, I do just an absolute truckload more damage, as you can see. So this is what you want to look at, is in your build setup, what benefits do you get and how can you use them more effectively. So you'll see here, my power attack does a ton more damage. My resonator builds up a shitload faster. The blast does a ton more damage. And when I finally get to it, the there's the resonator damage. So when you actually hit them and put the thing on, it makes a lot of damage. And the duration that it's there for is a hell of a lot longer. So against guys like this, you're hitting substantially harder, and you're getting your resonator blasts substantially faster. That is a massive game changer against like these guys. Absolutely massive. And as you'll see, these guys, they don't stand up much at all to this. And you know, like getting me in low health is just a real bad idea for him. But yeah, I'll do this one a few times so that you can get to see just how quick and easy it is and how safe it is, because, you know, there's no, you know, save and reload or anything like that. This is just one after the other, bang, bang, bang.
You delivered that well. Good combination. All right, I yield.
She came from the east and flew.
May our blades strike us well. Now,
Yep, so as you can see, it's all
right.
over faster than your first
yield.
time. Yeah, putting the right clothes on for the right situation
practice for
makes such a
Strike
freaking
true.
difference. It's crazy. So yeah, let's. I haven't shown you the arena. Look, the honest truth of it is, I haven't done sod all in the arena myself. I got so pissed off with that stupid snake one, with the fixed one. I just, you know what? I'm just going to go off and do something else for a while, and it took me a while to come back to it, and suddenly I was doing the singularity mission. So yeah, of course, I'm going to show you in here. Now, this is the build that you saw in the melee pit, because there's no point even trying to do stealth in the arena. Don't even waste your time with any kind of stealth shit. So I've got my Osserum Artificer on, and of course I'm running Ancestors Return, because, you know, why wouldn't you? Okay, so if you pay attention there, what I just did was I've got my hot swap on, and one of these is weak to lightning and the other is weak to acid, and let's forget that I just missed my target. My first opening shot, like far out. But I've got the lightning shooter blasting the lightning weak one, and those little shits are lightning weak as well. So it's like, yep, let's get some agility going and get you too. And as soon as these little turkeys are popped, what is it, a Ravager? It's acid weak. And it's like, alright then, I'll just switch to my acid shredders. All in one weapon. Bloody fantastic. Low health build really helps. You have to worry about taking damage too much. That is huge. Especially in the ring. They force you to play a lot more risky in this, and look, most people play in a stealth kind of role, and you don't have that option. So the more you can do your low health warrior type build, the more used to fighting in the arena you're going to be. That's just the simple truth of it. So that was that one, and we'll do another one while we're here, just to show you that Ancestors Return works really well. And I'll tell you what, Ancestors Return works fantastically with the Sun Scourge. Man, I'll show you that here. Yep, Ninja missed again. Yep, the opening one just far out. And look, pop smoke. As soon as you want to gain control of the battlefield again, your smoke bombs are fantastic for that. You'll see how the low health build really bloody saved my ass a lot, but I've only got 6 smoke bombs. You can hold 12 in total, I think, depending on the build you run. But in these earlier ones particularly, you don't need bloody 12. You just keep them pegged down like that and you smash the shit out of them. And as you can see, I get knocked over a shitload. It's not like I'm playing like super god mode or anything dumb like that. I'm just average Joe with great armor and great weapons that you'll see that I often struggle to use. But the low health makes everything a shitload more survivable, and I don't have to worry about taking potions. I just have to worry about avoiding getting hit quite as much as I normally would. I gotta say, that's the other benefit of shredders over bows. You don't have to be as accurate. You just chuck them at them, and the wide blast range of particularly the acid and shock shredders is huge for tier. Absolutely freaking huge. Alright, so this is the singularity mission, and you got these spectres, which they can be, well, they can be freaking painful. So let's smash the absolute shit out of them with the Sun Scourge and Ancestor's Return once again. Just so you can see just how effective these are in combination with each other. Having something frozen means you're going to do extra damage, which is great for the extra ticks of damage you get with the shredders. Whatever the first one is, the ticks of damage are a percentage of that, which, so if you can make the first hit big, then the ticks after that will be big as well, which, you know, that helps chew things like that out real fast, as you can see. Like, boom, 3 hits and you're down. Yeah. So once again, we'll freeze you and smash the shit out of you again. Yeah. Sun Scourge is another quest bow that you get, and so what you can see is that some of the quest items that you get, because the Spin Thorn was a quest item as well, some of the weapons that you get from the quests are some of the strongest you can get, full stop. So hell yeah. Boom, and that one is taken down just like that. Just like that. Ta-da. And I think that was the acid shredders, because they're weak to both acid and frost. It's like, oh yeah, cool. So Sun Scourge, look at this. Okay, so this is what I've got in it, so you can see it's about agility and overdraw, and the concentration. That's an Ancestor's Return is agility and concentration. You don't have to worry about overdraw on it, but you definitely want to fully draw it for the extra ticks of damage that you do. Nice and easy, just like that. Okay, so do that again as this one comes up. Same thing, not much different. Once again, especially with fast moving things, they're slowed with frost. So it's like adhesive, but with extra damage. Hell yeah. What's the point of having adhesive when you've got frost, right?
Another one.
So yeah, there's the agility and concentration that makes Sun Scourge more powerful. Just like that. Agility and concentration once again, but makes Ancestor's Return more powerful. So, a lot of these weapons got the same kind of mechanic to use, and when you start getting used to jumping and shooting and shit like that, or sliding and shooting, what a difference. What a bloody difference. Alright, so here we go. We've got a bunch of shitty elitist wankers that come to make your life miserable and kill you. I don't know, imitating life. Yep, definitely. George Soros, Bill Gates, fuck off.
Zenith's inbound. Can we drop their shields,
Yeah,
please?
these guys, they think they're invincible. Just like a bunch of other people I know. Yeah, shit.
This is pointless.
Imitating life.
You can't.
If only it was this easy to
Face
get
it,
rid of the shit
Your
eats.
worm
That's all I
through
can say.
the cracks into our faces.
Silence.
One moment more. But I might just spare you if you give up Tilda. I think it's safe to say she's forfeited her share of our operation. Permanently. There. No? Nothing? Fine. All right, people. Light 'em up! Are we supposed to be scared?
Alright, enough of that. So, basically, before we go off to the burning shores, we want to have as much of our shit maxed to take advantage of whatever we come across there. So, do the best you can to upgrade whatever you can before you go. You really want to have your favourites, the ones you use most, maxed as much as you can. Yeah. What are you going to encounter? Well, fuck. I don't know. I haven't done the burning shores before, so, learn as you go, right? But as you can see, the weapons that are important to me are maxed. And let's have a look at some of the armors that I've got here ready to go for a lot of different things. So because I like the low health builds, I like the ones like the Marshal and the Marauder. The Nora Valiant's brilliant for when you want to do stealthy stuff with bows. The Tanat Tactician, I will end up showing that off because holy shit. Yeah, if you haven't been a machine rider, boy, you're in for a bit of a surprise. Anyway, we're off to the burning shores next. So thanks very much for watching this, and we'll see you on the next one, going into the burning shores. Right. Thanks very much. See you. Bye.